You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more.
Well, what I mean, this is your boy Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders podcast. And today, I'm excited because we have a big boss in the building, a legend in the game. And listen, he's done video games, he's done novels, he's touched so many franchises and comics. Like, yo, listen, I don't just need a broom, I need a mop. Jesus Christ, because my man been doing it, he been pimping it. He's the big boss, and I'm excited to talk about because listen, he's bringing an OG brand back into comics via Dynamite Entertainment, yo. Let me tell you, you seen that success of Space Ghost, you know what I mean, OG. But my man, we're gonna be talking about it. All right. You saw the background. Them Herculoids is coming back into the game, baby. Let me introduce the big boss, the legend, the champion right here that's about to bring this to us right now. The one, the only, the amazingly talented Tom Sniegoski. How you doing? Woo! What's poppin'? I'm excited, kid. How you doing?
Yo, thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. And folks, there you go. Go to Diamond or Luna, whatever. Go to your comic shop. That way, before we even get anything started, yes. This is what we're going to be talking about in a little bit. All right? Yep. Right there. Herculoids, slated for release February 19, 2020. Wow, 2025. I'm going to be 50 next year. That's crazy. Let's get it popping. These things are going to get even whiter right here. Let's go. Now, Tom, again, thanks for hanging out, man. You're big. Like, looking you up and the things you touch, holy shit. So let's start getting into that a little bit, all right? That your origin story, reel it back just a tad, my friends, a tad. You're still a young man. Where you originally from? And the most important question ever, what was the first thing in fandom overall that you ever fell in love with?
Oh my. Oh, geez. Probably Jack Kirby Fantastic Four. Yeah, I remember my brother. He won a stack of old comics somewhere. I don't know if it's like a carnival or something like that.
Really?
And I can remember going through the old Jack Kirby Stan Lee Fantastic Fours, and my eyes just kind of bugging out of my head, like this is something.
And where was this? What town? Where you grew up at?
I grew up in Massachusetts. I grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts.
Oh, word? I'm in Massachusetts now. I'm in Webster. You know, I'm a New Yorker OG, Brooklynite, but I like the calm and peace of Mass. Hey, listen, it's not as crazy as Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Honest to God, it does have its hot spots. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no.
But I'm just saying that where I'm at right now, this is a hell of a lot calmer than where I was. Whew, I love it. So, all right. So growing up, you say, all right, your brother won those things, and obviously you were going through them. So, was he not a geek? Were you alone in your?
No. My brother's a jock.
Oh, gives this geek shit from my ear. So he treated you like a geek. He said you look like a geek. He already labeled you.
This was even before the term geek came about. Yeah. I can remember. But he those were his. Oh, he didn't want them. He didn't look at them, but he remembered him taking them away from me.
Oh, I didn't ask. Yeah, there's that geek shit that's not for me, but they're mine. That's that Big Brother stuff. I get it.
100% Big Brother stuff.
Now, but outside of your family, did you not have like maybe fellow geeks? Were you a lone wolf in your fandom and stuff?
The fellow geeks came around, elementary school, it starts, and then junior high school, it gets a little more powerful. High school gets a little more powerful. Yeah. How
was that journey though? Like, what was the stuff that you guys were reading and getting into? Was it just comics or things even outside of it? What was the
probably a little bit of everything? There's a lot like movies, like horror movies and horror TV. Like,
what was the horror that you guys were into? Talk to me about
like Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Oh, Kolchak! Oh my God, legendary stuff! Oh shit, I'm getting playing, son.
Yeah, Kolchak, the Night Stalker, Planet of the Apes.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all that
I
stuff.
can't get enough of that. My ex doesn't understand my love for it. Like, yo, this was so unique, and especially the TV show that was a spin-off of the movies. Like, are you crazy? Like, yo, they were doing some connected universe stuff before that stuff even really existed.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys not see what they're doing here? It's like, yo, this was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Word, right? So, all right. So, talk to me then about that journey. Then, when did you say, all right, I'm tired of being a geek. I want to see my own stories and start doing some stuff?
Well,
what happened?
I always dabbled. I always like would write things down, like stories down. I didn't do it well.
What you mean? Since what age? Talk about that.
Oh man, I think I was banging away in the typewriter without any punctuation at like probably
typewriter
like 8 or 9.
Folks, a typewriter was one of these things, but it had mechanical keys that would put ink on a page for those children that don't know what a typewriter is, right?
Yeah, banging away. I can remember no
click.
No punctuation,
bro.
One rundown sentence after another.
Talk to me about this. Just to talk about that sound. Nothing will ever replace that, right?
Yeah, like that click.
Right? Right, you get into the zone. It's almost like that TikTok of that right TikTok type joint.
Yeah.
I grew up. That's how I learned to type through a typewriter.
Right.
And that clicking is actually peaceful. Is that you really get into a zone through it. I think.
My keyboard is actually an old-fashioned keyboard.
Oh, look at that! That's fire. So it clicks like an OG.
Little bit, yeah.
Dope. Yo, my man Tom is the boss. You see this, folks? I am digging this. He understands.
Look at that.
I want one of those, bro. I love the round keys. Yo, I'm thinking I got this cheap dough shit. You know what I mean?
This was when I invested in this. It was kind of like, oh, I'm home.
I'm
home. I'm home.
Love it. So all right. So here you start learning, always writing. Talk about stepping into the game. What was the first time that you said, let me put some work out there? And what was that like? And what journey? Because again, you do come with different generations. So I want people to know distinctly how different it was in the time that you were trying to come up versus now. Because right now, email, everything, so easy peasy communication. Back then, it was fucking. You gotta be a goddamn hustler.
Yeah, my first comic book job / sale. I was hanging out in a comic store where I grew up, and in walks Steve Bissette.
Oh, sure.
Was like one of the original artists on the Saga of the Swamp Thing with Alan Moore.
Well, fuck
his wife at the time's parents lived in my town.
Yo.
So he just walked into the comic store saying, "Hey, comic store, I'll come hang out." And I get to be really good friends with him.
Fire.
So I started to like, he was like, "Oh, you write? What do you do?" Blah, blah, blah. And I had some short stories that I'd been playing with. And when he was finished with Swamp Thing, he put out a collection called Taboo.
Yeah.
It was all horror stories. And I'm in the very first Taboo. That was my very first sale, my first comic book sale.
How did you get into that? I mean, it was just the connection. He read. He said, "You got it."
He liked my work. He liked my short stories.
What?
Yeah.
How was that like working with such a legendary creator at the time? Because again, that was even then a renowned run.
Yeah, I mean, at the time he was hot shit. I mean, it's Steve Bissette, fantastic artist, fantastic writer. So to have him say to me, "This is really good. I want to have it in Taboo."
Fuck, bro.
That was just like,
what a way in, bro. Yeah. Already spoiled.
Well, and it also kind of made you go, "Wait a minute, maybe I could do this."
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, I could do this,
So all right. So once you got in, like, well, how was that? Was it a big band journey? Did you get more ops immediately?
No, I mean, it was a long process. I mean, I had that, and then I think the next comic book stuff that I did was was like 19. That was probably like mid to late 80s.
All right.
My next published comic book work, I think was in 1990. There was a publisher named Caliber Press.
I know Caliber. Yeah.
And I did a book called The Swords of Sharpay. Okay. And it was basically based on my dog.
Oh, your dog.
Yeah, I had a Chinese Sharpay, which is a Chinese fighting dog.
Yeah.
And it was like this cool kind of like part Commandy, part Planet of the Apes sci-fi thing that I hooked up with an artist that I never met before, that we just hit it off, and we came up with this concept, and Caliber says we'll do it. So that was like a, what was that, 3 issues, 4 issues miniseries.
How was that like, though, that journey? I mean, now you got your like on the indie market in the 90s, because the 90s was big on indie. There's so many.
That's pretty much where I started, the indie market.
Yeah. So how was that like? I mean,
think of it this way: everything that you ever dreamed of, like that, you like, I want to do this, but it doesn't seem like a reality. When it becomes a reality, it's like a big smack in the head. It's like it just feeds the fire, though. It makes you want to do it all the more, and you get like voracious. I mean, I had to, before I actually could do it full time, I was doing all kinds of jobs. I worked at a college. I was the financial aid officer at North.
Oh, man! Oh, the shit you must have dealt with.
And I did that for a long time.
Oh my God! No wonder. I'm sorry, but my man is like, that's why he's white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers stress me the fuck out.
Yeah. So I did that for years, and then I was doing a lot of independent stuff, and then I hooked up with Harris Comics, and I started writing Vampirella. Yeah.
How was that? Okay, you touching on an iconic, like, fucking beast of an indie character. Like, how was that? Were you familiar with Vampirella prior?
Oh yeah, Vampirella was something I was always familiar. I love the Warren magazines, the old black and white magazines with the
Who does it?
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're crazy. Don't talk.
Yeah, I love that stuff. So I knew her, and it was, here's a funny story. I was at a convention in New York, and I was selling my Swords of Sharpay book, my Caliber book, and right next to my table was a woman. I didn't know her, and it said Harris Comics above her booth, and I was kind of like, oh, Harris Comics, what's Harris Comics all about? And we kind of made eye contact, and she said, oh, I'm Melanie Crawford Chadwick. I'm the editor-in-chief of Harris Comics. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And she says, we just got the license for all the old Warren properties, including Vampirella. So me being me, I start to like chatter off all this information because I love the stuff. I mean, this was like some of my favorite stuff. And her eyes kept getting bigger. The more I talked, her eyes got bigger. And all of a sudden, she flipped me a card, and she says, would you mind if I called you next week? Because we really don't know what to do with this.
I do not mind at all, he says.
She says, I really don't know what to do with this stuff, and I think you do.
Oh, dope. That is so crazy. Look at that smile. You see that? Even to this day, that energy of that one moment, like, fired you up. I mean, so how long? How did you make any changes into the Vampirella lore when you got involved, or did you kind of keep it for it?
They kind of let me do what I wanted. I mean, so I kind of created. I didn't want to go too far from what people remember about the character. Yeah. I just took that and built on it.
Gotcha. I understand. Absolutely.
So I added like the trench coat, the flowing trench coat.
I love that look. Fuck yeah.
Oh, they would fight me tooth and nail. No, she got to be in the costume. I'm like, she's in the costume. She just got a coat.
Yeah, I mean, think of New York Flasher. Come on now. I know when we City Boys is talking about it. Hey, that'll sting me too. Then you can bite me in the neck. Go ahead. Vampy is the only vampire will let bite me in the neck. Everybody else know. All right, so once you got that opportunity and working with, I'm sure legends. I mean, how did your career progress from there? Like, what other opportunity began?
You'd be surprised that I it wasn't like, oh, now he's working for Marvel, now he's working for DC. No, really, I kind of stayed within the independent market.
Though nothing wrong with that. I love indie. Because indie, listen, that's the freedom. That's where you really get let loose, and that those bigger talents, then will value you, even though they kind of steal from you, but they still understand it, and it opens some doors where hopefully you can make some real revenue for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they're good for. I'm gonna be honest there. Indie is beautiful. It allows those talents to be shown, but those big two opportunities allow you to make that paper to hopefully even flourish more.
Right. So I dabbled. I got a little, couple of gigs here and there, DC, couple of gigs at Marvel, stuff like that. I worked on the Punisher.
Anything particularly that you wanted to work on with those two brands that you got to work on?
I did the Punisher. Me and
wait, my man from Massachusetts doing Punisher. I'm sure it was the most gangster shit ever, right?
It was me, Christopher Golden.
Oh man, no way.
And Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, the R.I.P. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
How did you feel, bro?
That was like I
too. So like Bernie Wrightson, bro.
I could have died at that point.
How old were you when you got to work with him at that point? Like what?
I think I was in my third. I think I was in my early 30s.
Oh wow, man! Fucking Bernie Wrightson, bro.
And we became friends. We were friends like for right after that. Like I would call him up on the phone and shoot the shit with Bernie, and yeah.
Yeah, bro, what a legendary a dude that I grew up. This is the whole thing about comics for me. Like as a kid, so you read the superheroes, you don't really understand that there's people behind this sometimes when you're a kid, right? And as you grow up, you start saying like, wait a minute, there's human beings that create this. Oh, wait a minute, and then just like to see who's so much influential in your life.
Yeah.
Legends like that, and even you, like you say, look at all the shit you worked on. You fuck, bro. You're a boss, bro. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you and see that you keep touching legendary stuff. So, before we get into the main thing we gotta talk about, it's real talk. There's things you talk about, novels and even video games. Talk about that little, sway, outside of comics. How was that, and were there learning curves between either or?
It's interesting. I mentioned Chris Golden on working on the Punisher. Chris Golden was a novelist first.
Yeah.
And he was like, you should write books. You should do novels. And I'm like, I'm doing comics. But then the comics started to dry up a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I'll take a whack at So, I wrote some Buffy stuff. I wrote some Angel stuff.
Well, you're a big fan of those Jones too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That stuff was great. I love it. Love that stuff.
Love it.
So, then I wrote a bunch of original stuff, like stuff of my own. And then all of a sudden, I was always still kept my foot in comics. I would always kind of come back and do a little something in comics and go back and write a couple books, do a little something in comics. So it was back and forth.
Wonderful, man. But how do you keep so, like in the zone and doing these different stories, man, bro?
It's being in the zone. I mean, you almost have to kind of like condition yourself. You know what it is? You treat it like a job.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning, you put your pants on, you put your shirt on, you go downstairs, and you get dressed for work, and you go to work. That's
my
how
man is still dressed for work. See, he's not in his PJs.
No, I even got pants on.
Hey, thank God. But please don't stand up just in case. The legend. Now we're gonna be talking about the big thing right here. So, Dynamite Entertainment. They've been rolling out some of that old school Hanna-Barbera stuff. I mean, that Space Ghost, my man, Big Dave proposed murdering the game right now, and now you are about to bring about the legendary Herculoids. Oh my God. Talk to me about, first of all, again, were you a fan? Because this is an OG cartoon. It was in the 60s, revived back in the 80s for a little bit as well. It got some history to it. And now you bringing it back into comic form. Talk about it.
All right. I can remember sitting in front of the television set in 1967 watching the Herculoids.
No fucking way, really?
Wow. Yeah, I was 5. I can remember. I mean, those characters, like it was like a brand on my brain. I never forgot them. They were always around in my head somewhere. Even when I was first starting out in comics, I would always ask editors I met, who owns the rights? Who's got the rights to the Herculoids? Because I wanted to do them.
Oof.
I wanted to do the Herculoids.
A lifelong passion.
Yeah, loved them. And I'm not the only one. You talk to anybody with my generation, almost every single one of them are like drop dead fans of those characters. So when Nick Barucci at Dynamite started to get the Hanna-Barbera stuff, I sent this little email to my friend Nick, and I said, if you don't give me the Herculoids, when you get the Herculoids, I will be bullshit. I will be so bullshit at you. You just better consider
that time was about to run into the Dynamite offices like, Rhino, how dare you not give me this?
Yeah. And I remember his response was, well, we haven't got it yet, but we're looking at it. And then things went quiet. And then all of a sudden I got the email that said, we got the Herculoids. If you want it, it's yours.
Bro, tell me, what day was that like? And tell me, did your heart jump out your ass or something that day? Because you must have been uber excited when that landed in your email.
It was like 8:30 at night. I was crashing. I was sitting in a couch watching Ghost Chasers or whatever.
My man woke up.
And I remember, like, I had my phone. I'm like, no. Yeah.
Man, that must feel so great to land something that you've been wanting to actually do, especially childhood, yo. I get it.
Yeah, it's just like it was like a. But then the fear sets in. The fear.
Talk about that fear. What you mean? What you mean? Talk about it.
All right. The fear is, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck this up. I can't fuck this up. This is too important. I can't fuck this up. So, I mean, once you kind of center yourself and you calm down and you think a little bit and you're like, all right, I think I could do this. I think I could do this. And then they turn around and they say, can you give us the plots for the first year?
Oh wow! Ooh,
so I had to sit down and think out 12 stories for
like, man. I mean, you know,
it was interesting because they wanted the stories to kind of be not necessarily one and done, but like kind of like short. They didn't want like one giant storyline.
Did they want the old school appeal of comics where you could get those one and done stories, one adventures, even though it's tied into an undergoing story?
Yes,
the book was still kind of a one and done that you could appreciate a full story. But yeah, there's still a theme going on. If you read the whole series, there's a payoff.
Yes, that's exactly how I did it.
I love it. Oh fuck yeah, that's how you do comics. See, my master. That's how you do comics. That's how they get you. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm about to do this. This is my puller shit for real. Yeah. I tell people like you got to do puller. So, what was it like picking the team? Now you this baby, your baby, now landed in your hands. Now artistic teams and colorists.
All that stuff is flying around inside my skull. And then Joe Ryban, who's my editor over at Dynamite, was like, who are you thinking for art? Do you know anybody? You want somebody? What do you think? So I immediately started to panic, but then I was kind of like, well, wait a minute. I would just finished working with Craig Rousseau, who worked on Young Hellboy with me. And we're like really close. And I was like, I would love Craig Rousseau because he's got this like nostalgic. It's almost like it's kind of like the cartoon, but it's a little bit different. And there's just he's got the look. He's got the look.
It sounds so 80s. He's got the look, the right one.
As soon as he started to draw the stuff, I was like, that's it. That is it. Yeah.
Dig it. So that was your man, and no problem. They fetched him and said, "Yo, let's go. Let's rock."
They basically said, "You want to do this?" And he just said yes immediately. Like,
love it. Yeah, love it. You were in his ear too. It's like, "Yo, we got to rock out on this, baby." I mean, look at this epic cover right here. If this is poster right here. This is a T-shirt on a baby blue T-shirt. I want to see this. This would look dope.
Yeah,
bro, look at that. I mean, how proud we used to see these type of renditions. Ooh, look at that. Diablo.
When do you get to the one that get me all excited? I love these, but there's one in particular.
Oh man, monster.
Well, you keep going.
Look at my man right here.
Keep going. Hopefully it's there, the one that I really like.
I hope. Is it this one?
There it is. Mike Mignola.
Yo, bro, how did you get Big Mike M in the building, baby? That is so dope too.
I picked up the phone and said, "Hey, Mike, guess what I'm doing?" And he said, "What?" I said, "The Herculoids." And he went, "Oh, I think I'm gonna have to do a cover for that."
Oh, man, that easy, huh? You didn't even ask. He said, "I gotta do it," dude. I mean, yeah, bro, same era, bro. I mean, Mike, I saw the documentary he did and about his story. It's like, yo, bro, what a big boss out there getting work done. And you like him. I got to see your documentary next time because you've been in the game for a minute.
I'm in that documentary for like 2 seconds.
No, word, bro. Oh, shit, I got to flashback real quick. Yeah, but that is, listen, but all these covers, yo, bro, 1, 2, look at, I like all of them. This one,
me too.
I like this cover because of the Kirby Crackle.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about the Kirby Crackle.
That Kirby Crackle right there just pops off. But this too,
yeah, that's nice. That's nice. They all pop. They're all awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, but this, yeah, bro. Well, I mean, when you get a legend like Mike, and it fits so much his style too. I hope that we will get a one shot by Big Mike on Herculoids with you.
Well, yeah. That would be something.
Yeah, it will be. Let's get it, man. All you gotta do is ask. Look, folks, right there. Hercules #1. This is the most important thing. It's gonna be in shops February 19th. So you go right now. I got you the diamond code. You know, I was looking for the Luna code. I ain't finding if Luna got it. I don't know if they do, whatever. But right now is that, or you just go to your local comic shop and add it to your pull list. I know there's apps that comic shop use nowadays, so make sure you use those too, man. You know what I mean? Like this is the stuff right here. My man is murdering it. I mean, so you say that they said 1 year worth of stories right now, 12. So is it limited to 12 issues, or the expectations to hopefully be ongoing?
I think I think their plan is for ongoing. So if I get another year out of that, I'll be so freaking happy.
Well, I see your excitement. So I think people are gonna fucking eat the shit out of this. Like, yo, eat it up, because like, yo, your excitement alone is like, oh, I'm a fan, and trust me, I'm gonna bring some justice to this motherfucker. So are there any particular stories that came to mind that you brought into here that maybe that you thought the cartoon maybe didn't finish up or something?
I'm bringing some characters. I'm bringing some like characters from the ocean, like the mole. There's like the mole men, the mole people. I got them in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got like there was an ancient race of aliens that went off to space that were originally from Amzot that are gonna be coming back. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm doing all kinds of cool shit.
Ooh. So are there plans for like this Hanna-Barbera universe they're creating within Dynamite to ever cross over? Like
I don't know. Well, I know David Pepos and I have talked about Space Ghost Herculoids.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, yeah, Dave and you teaming up. You're already forming Voltron right there, motherfuckers. Oh my god. Big bosses in the building right there. What?
We talked about it. Hasn't been officially like done yet, but both of us are like, if Dynamite says let's do this, we're doing it.
Your Dynamite, bring that bang right there. You heard? Bring that bang, pun intended. Let's go. We would love to see this, yo. Yeah. Like, talk to me about you're touring cons. Like, what's coming up? Anything planned for 2025? Where can we see you? Get some signatures, shake your hand. Get geeky with you in person.
I think the only one that I know definitively that I'm going to, I'll be in San Diego.
All right, bet.
In July, but I do all kinds of shows. I do like Free Comic Book Day in New Hampshire. I usually do New York.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be around. You'll see me. I
see you in New York, man. I didn't see you this year. It was so busy, but
I didn't go this year. My writing partner, I write with Janine Atchison. I write a lot of Vampirella stuff with her, and for some reason, New York didn't accept her as a pro. So I was like, well, because I did, and I'm like, if I don't want to go without my writing partner, I mean, that's.
Well, it has 2 chairs. I mean, there's been ways to figure it out, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta talk. There's ways, man. We gotta help each other and people. Hell yeah, that's no way. That's not cool. But I mean, shame on you, NYCC. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, I
you
thought
gotta be my big boys partner right there. Like, yo, it's a squad, son. Come on, man. Done. He's from out here in the East, yo. That's how we do, yo. We gotta bring our people, son. That's why I like this man right here. I love that energy. It's about his people, great creations, fun energy. Look at that smile. You can tell that he's gonna bring you guys the Herculoids on a level you probably never seen before.
Yeah.
You feel me? You guys are about to get excited. Tune back to the cartoons, get familiar. He already said he's teasing, he's bringing some elements.
Yeah.
But a little different. Get ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be. I just finished writing issue 3, so I'll be starting issue 4 next.
So what's that process like? When you get into the issues, man, where do you dig into, man? Like, is that room your zone room, and do you lock the door and tell everybody and have a light outside, do not disturb?
No, it's so funny. This is basically where everything happens.
That's the magic room. That's the room. Gotcha.
My office is just like covered in.
Where's the kettle? Where's the kettle where you create the mixes and stuff, bro?
Right here. Here's the kettle.
The warlock, bro.
This is the kettle. This is where it all gets stirred up here.
Hey.
But yeah, I just sit down. I mean, like when I plotted out the first 12, and then they're very, very brief. The plots are very, very brief, just to give them a taste. So now what I do is when I have to write issue 4, I'll sit down with my little brief description of 4, and I'll start to expand on it.
Okay.
Say, all right, what do we want to see in here? What do we want to do? What's the goal for this issue in terms of establishing stuff that might be happening later on, or answering some questions that I introduced earlier, or things like that. So yeah.
Is it difficult to do that? Create those one and done stories, but also try within to layer an underlying theme so that way everybody stays hooked?
It is a little tough just because of the fact that you've got to condense so much. You got to keep in mind, all right, this particular story's got to get wrapped up on page 22. We're wrapping this one up. So in a lot of the comic stuff that I've done in the past, it's been like long storylines. So I just kind of like my Vampirella work, just kind of like keep it going. Oh yeah, we got Vampy's doing this, Vampy's doing that. Oh, and we're gonna have a cliffhanger, and we'll go on to the next issue. So it's you with the Herculoids stuff. I'm being very concise. I'm being very much like, all right, this story's got to give you that entertainment value, that like beginning, middle, and end. Keep you wanting to come back too.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. But it's a wizard at work here, man. Let me tell you, man, I can't wait to dig into these books. I'm definitely adding this to my pro list because I'm digging it. This is right up my alley. This is the type of stuff I dig. So again, just feeling your energy through the screen, I was like, all right, I'm getting excited. Like, yo, I know when you give people energy, but you're beating me in the energy today. I'm like, yo, shit. At the Maxell cassette back in the day, like, oh shit, Tom, you're killing me right now. It's popping.
I mean, I'm telling you, when the artwork was coming, when I was getting the artwork, I was practically levitating off my seat.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. You're teasing. Look at this guy. What a tease. You can see him. What strip club you going to be at? The way you're teasing right now. Jesus Christ. I can't wait. So as soon as Comic Crusaders could get some interior covers to share as the book gets teased, I'll definitely be sharing it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. One of the most exciting releases for me thus far for 2025 is going to be this joint right here. I know people talking other books now, man. This is it, because Dynamite with the Hanna-Barbera, the way they're doing it, it's fun. They're doing it the right way. Like, yo, it's
really fun. It is really fun.
It is. I mean, they're doing it right and releasing the right things at the right time. And then you teasing with you and possibly, Big Dave P working. Oh shit, that's crazy, yo. Oh man, stop it. I'm telling you, what strip club you gonna be at, bro? My man. Everybody, listen. I've been showing this stuff. It's also in the show notes. So please, yo, this is what you gotta do. Check out the website right here, Sniegoski.com. Show the love. Follow on X, Tom Sniegoski right there. But most importantly, all right, again, go to those comic shops today. Dynamite Comics, baby. Dynamite Entertainment is dropping Herculoids February 19, 2025. That's when it's slated for release. I know things change sometimes, but I hope not. Go to your local comic shop right now. You heard your local comic shop, right? Get that print, smell that ink, get all those covers, right? And show that love right here. You know, he got a dope team right here covering this book.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Any last words before we go? Any words of encouragement, positivity, motivation to all those folks out there?
Anybody out there that wants to write? That's the biggest thing. If you say you want to write comics, sit your ass in a chair and you write comics. Don't think about, and I need this and I need that. You need a notepad and a pen. That's all you need. That's all you need. And from there, you take it to the next step. If it's comics, find yourself an artist, go to a convention. There's always somebody wandering around looking for work. I mean, go after it. It's there for the taking. I mean, the only thing that's standing in your way is yourself.
Absolutely. And Tom, just when you said that pen and pad, listen, everybody got a Dollar General by them. All that will cost you is $2. A dollar for probably a 4-pack of pens and $1 for a notebook.
Yeah.
$2 to invest in yourself. That is the most minimum, like, entrepreneurial shit you could get into right there.
Yep.
Minimum investment is $2.
Yep. If you want to do it, then you need to just do it. Just sit down and do it.
Yo, Tom, high five. You know what I mean? Massachusetts heads right here. Even though I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm in Mass now, so you know you got to represent where you at. So a big shout out to me, in Mass, big time repping the hood. Hope to see you at a convention and hang out, get a beer, and talk some smack about all this awesome stuff. And the next stuff, you know, and you can keep teasing. Hopefully, you can tell me more. I'm not a bochinchero like other websites. I don't gossip. All right.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff I can't even talk about yet.
Oh my God. The green room's gonna be fun, folks, but listen, you can't find out until the next show. You heard until he says it's okay. With that, thank you for tuning in for Crusaders. Much love. Happy holidays. You know what it is. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. ¡Huepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.